Hello everyone, my name is Lance90 and welcome back to a new series of Let's Play Oxygen Not Included. I think we played this once before, like when it first very came out, but it's been out, still in early access for a while now and lots changed. So I wanted to take another go at it. Additionally, a new update like immediately just came out, the Tubular update. We'll just do the standard game and not around the settings. I should grab the subscriber list characters. That loads. Might be stuck on that screen. No. Let's see. Swag. Probably Gator Studio. Subscribe. Community. Subscribers. Still just the only two options, most recent, most popular. Most recent then. Subscribers who share their subscriptions publicly. I thought I've had a few in the last few weeks here, but the newest one listed is a month ago, so I'm sorry if you've subscribed sooner. I guess there's something you have to enable to make it public in order for that to show up. So, let's begin. Shuffle these characters first before we name them here. Character is not useful. Not useful. Not useful. Not too bad. You can cook and you can pick up lots of stuff. Unity off the chart, but and have to have strength and athletics to really fairly useful. Too weak. Jack of all trades was bad. Digging and strength, that'll work. But they have the loud sleeper though. From holy crap. Athletics. All the negative traits are always like really bad, but this character is pretty good at a lot of stuff, so we'll keep him. Be redundant, so go with what's shown there. Need someone who can research still. And I need someone who's good at construction. We might grab you just grab a jack of all trades. That's probably good. Alright, let's see. We have just gonna use the first names of people. Jordanian Mapper. Richard Colbert. Alpha Gaming. Alright. Swanky Homestead, alright. I don't know if that controls the seed at all, but we'll see. It was awakened stranded inside a distant asteroid. Oddly, they can't recall how they got here. Needs to survive to find answers. Alright. Here we are back in Oxygen Not Included. Map generation has changed a few times as time has gone on here. And we'll try to make the best of it. This is weird. Water is all like not on a single level. Normally more like this, where it's like a flat pool. We'll probably want to break down into this set. Really wish you could build stuff without having the resources to build them. Some digging going so we can start building. 2x speed, I do not need the tutorials. It says complete heads up. Not exactly the best at this game. I don't understand any of the late game stuff. Understand the early game stuff pretty well. That's gonna work there. I'll manage the jobs a little bit to start with. One person should cook. Best at art should do the art. Should have a research. I don't even have a hydro fan right now. I need to. I guess it's fine. So this top list is one of our characters. It's the default settings for other characters. I guess hydro fan on, compost on. Rest are a little bit more micromanagey. You guys should not generate power. Don't want people doing things that we don't really want them to be doing. Sweep should also be done by whoever's strongest, not necessarily just the highest athletics. On Richard. Alpha. Richard and Danian. Yeah, they're the selected. Bad at construction, you shouldn't really do it. Focus on the digging. Better at stuff, so 2 can construct, 2 can dig. Oh wait, there isn't 4 of them, I forget. Everyone should sweep it up. Hard to remember that. Just gonna build this ladder and this platform so we can get to the water here, since that's fairly important. Thing, I probably want to do that. All of that. Down there though. Like the hatch. I'll feel it really quick. They're no big deal, the hatches. Get factors. Storing food, because it doesn't always store food. By default, for some reason. I don't know why not. Thing built here. Seven. Let's get our bathroom up and running here. Can't tell you exactly every single thing that's changed. Lots of stuff has changed. Gotta get the basics up and running for now, and the basics are all the same, really. We'll have the outhouse. Something that is new, though, that we do need here. Wash basin. For the outhouse. There. Because now there's germs in the game, so you have to Make sure you're building things to keep sanitation up. Seven, 6. Just get all this done. Important stuff. They may go bedless for the first night. That doesn't seem to be too big of a penalty. Be worried about that. It's not like RimWorld where having the beds up for the first night is kind of imperative. They do need the toilet up though before the day's over, so if I were rushing this, having trouble breathing. Guys, you gotta finish though. Can't. Around our resources or something, I'm not sure. Why are you two digging? Oh, it must be only Richard has the building priority now. Richard! Have to finish toilet. What are you doing? Finish the toilet! Why he didn't do the toilet. They pee on the ground, it's like a really big problem. It's kind of like the end of the game, so that's why I was really wanting him to that build. Some spare oxygen generators up there. We have these rocks producing oxygen for now, so we don't have to build our own quite yet. We will need it soon enough. Just deciding where to put beds. You get no bonus for having separated rooms. So you can kind of just put them all in one place. Oxygen tends to rise, so what I like to do usually is build another layer up. up. Beds can go. Things 4 tiles high. Probably not get this done. I have to build it. When you make them 4 tiles high, they can only reach up 3 tiles. So the problem becomes they can't build ceiling tiles above them. So what I'm trying to do when I can, set the dig orders so they dig out 1 level up so they can build a ceiling first, and then dig down so they can build the floor. Not always the easiest thing to do. Start doing everything for now. Be more specific later, but one is not a very fast runner at the sucks, but guessing that this water is all too low down. Oh shit. Game. That's what I was kind of wondering if that was going to happen. That's pool of water would settle down. Build over other build orders. Very awkward water pit here. Not the biggest fan. They can swim. They don't really like to do it, so it's a bit of a pain in the ass. This stuff should all have higher stuff. I was wondering if the water was gonna do that, and very much did. The old pitcher pump. Pitcher pump's actually new, I shouldn't call it yield. They used to be able to just grab the water from a distance with their mining laser thingy. which I think they still can do. It's just like a lower distance. Water pump is a little bit better for it. This is a bathroom. There's a bonus for it being an actual bathroom as opposed to something else. Special leaf bonus, yeah. There's a toilet and a wash station. No industrial machine. Hopefully a compost pile won't count as that will be going in there as well. Going fine so far, though. Make a room? Yes, it did. Hopefully that'll keep them nice and happy. And something I've been neglecting from my personal games is making sure that they actually had rooms. Alright. Day one's over. Read the cycle reports. I usually don't pay too much. First days is always telling you that you're only taking oxygen out of the system, you're not putting any in. Not really speaking it's true because Oxalite is putting out oxygen. Power use. No calorie generation. Stress. Mostly from New Hope. Then each of them has their own personal stress demodifier. Lots of travel time because they're really slow. So on and so forth. Actually, I have to fix this. You just only want it to work when they leave. They don't need to wash their hands on the way in. Now they're gonna eat, and it's gonna take a really long time. Food. Make sure none of them eat meal lice. You'd rather they eat rice loaves instead of meal lice. Just plain better. Something else like that too. I think it's the bristleberry. I believe we can turn that into a gristleberry, which is more appetizing. Alright, got that done. That out, put that. Get their beds into place. Pretty good track. The oxygen. Oxygen isn't moving up here yet. Will. Especially if I dig out this here. The oxygen up top. Yeah, the colonists aren't the biggest geniuses. Sometimes they'll dig things in a way that they'll fall to their doom. Sure. I do want to make sure that this can be made into a room. That's something. Well, barracks is an actual. That built. Okay. Do that. Door gets built. That before. here. Go. Dig. Be careful when we're digging next to water. Sand falls apart. I think there's even some other things that fall apart. I usually like to leave like 2 piles. Even that might not work. Sand here. I'm gonna hope that it does work. Got all that. Pile it all. Long run will pile all of it. But now we can start getting our power production up and going. Now, our only option there is going to be a hamster wheel. Oh. How didn't it fall? Had like an opportunity to like jump. They should have really been able to jump. Need power going so we can start researching. The research tree in this game's weird. I'm gonna talk about it as we go to it. It's like there's only a few researches that are actually useful, and then the rest are kind of like, eh. Almost completely unnecessary. Strange. Needs rebalanced a little bit so that more of the technologies are useful. Sand. Nothing ever, it'll fall down and you have to dig it out again. Character falls asleep sometimes, that's annoying. Not as annoying as the sand. Although, no, yeah. It was amusingly, the sand falling down was allowing them to build the stuff that they wouldn't normally be able to build. Out of reach. There's our research state. Always the first research is basic farming. Because we need the algae terrarium, we need the compost pile, we need planter boxes. Basically everything that's important is in that one. Then everything else is just like you don't need it. Do, but like you don't need it for a while. Like this huge battery. You have a small battery, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't really say that this one's more efficient than the other one, so why do I need a bigger battery at the moment? I don't know. Can't tell you. Power switch. Not really going through enough power where we have to turn things off. Fire bridge. Not very useful. Just helps with decor a tiny bit. Advanced research only allows you to just keep going down the tree here. Plumbing lets you move water around. You're gonna have to do that eventually, but we don't need it right now. Don't need it until we get bathrooms, which later down the line. So it's kind of like, no, really need that. Ventilation. Not even gonna need to move gases around for even longer than the liquids around. Exterior decor makes people happy. You don't really need it, but the lights are actually useful. So yeah, it's kind of weird. They need to rebalance the tech tree with, like, the farming is just so much more important than the other stuff. Infinitely more important now. Prioritize them low, just to make sure that water doesn't come into our base. the athletics a little bit. That'll make it a little bit faster, which will be nice. Not too bad. But our oxylight's about to run out, so we have to start thinking about producing our own oxygen. Did he not finish that research? It's a bad time. I kind of needed him to finish that research. We build out a deoxidizer, but it produces way too much more oxygen than we need at the moment. We just need terrarium. And we'd be a lot better off. Research in alpha. The research to progress. Indeed, we are out of the oxygen thing, so either gotta get it done or to build a algae deoxidizer. Rather not do at the moment. Or we can break into this area. This area has oxygen. Clean things up. It's taking a long time though. Dig into oxygen. I don't want like all this algae and stuff. I just trying to think of the best way to get it all without making everything collapse in on us. Start pushing oxygen down into our base, although it's going to fill in here first, annoyingly. And it should start pushing. Also prefer if they wouldn't fall asleep. Alright, we got our research, that everything available to us all of a sudden. Here. I wish we could fit one in there, but we can't really because we need a compost pile in there. Micro musher. This is water, so it might be better to put it here. That's less power wires building over here if I build it over here. Oh, there you go, Nick. It needs a lot of it. I don't want a terrarium. I think if there's any other kind of room to worry about. Like a mess hall. Mess hall and medical bed. Smaller room than I would like, but this is kind of a problem of this ladder is in the way. I don't think it's a room if it has a ladder leading out of it. It has to be separately enclosed. See, doesn't always, like, we have new stuff that we can put in our food box, and it's just not putting it in there. Very annoying. Seeds. And we can have a new colonist. We'll take. If we can. That has to be someone useful. So you have good construction skill, but you can't construct, so you're useless. You're extra slow, so I don't think so. We have to reject them all. One's the closest to okay, but loud sleeper is very annoying. The negative quirks are just way too negative, dude. For some games, negative quirks like that kind of work. This one is like, eh. Asking me to redesign my entire base just around someone's problem. Rather not. That. Need. Another build there. Thing back from it. So why is we're gonna turn this into a big old farm. Ties it. Please. Lights so that the food can grow better. Select it. And like have a confirm research button, so I got a little bit mind flooded. But we're out of time for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed and have a good day. Cut off video. Sure my OBS settings are correct here. Press F8 to make the recording stop, but it's not stopping. Again.